for pointing that out to me. Okay, hello everybody. Hello everyone on YouTube and Rumble. Thank you so much. I also have people that call in on the phone. And so welcome to the Goddess Light teleconference. Tonight is Monday night, and this is the meditation. I don't know when I've had both of them back to back, but then tomorrow night, Tuesday night, is going to be channeling with the universal light beings just to see what they have to say about things. So, as you know, tonight is the meditation where you can actually experience the journey, and everyone has their own reaction then to whatever it is that the goddess wants to talk about. She mentioned it in our last time we got together about how this solstice that's coming up on Saturday is going to be a really powerful one. So my guess is tonight we're going to be working with those energies. Plus, I also had this feeling from her as I was sitting here waiting for time to go by. I had an extra few minutes. I feel as if our connection even into like the birth of Christ or that Christed energy, I'm curious to see how that looks, because I remember in years past, as you know, I've been doing this for 25 years, or no, not 25, maybe 22, but anyway, more than 20 years. And sometimes when we would go in at this time, I remember at the beginning, it was like something that was very distant or very, it was hard to kind of tap into those energies. Whereas now there's just such a flow of energy. There's such a movement. And so I'm curious, I'm hoping that she will let us kind of go there and experience that just to see what's happening. But anyway, so welcome everyone. I'm thrilled to have you here. This is now a week before Christmas, and I have a lot of stuff. So I do have occasional time if someone needs a private session. Otherwise, we can set something up for January. But just send me an email, and I will get back to you just as soon as I can. Okay, so where are we? Let me go back over here. Now, when it comes to, for this one, when it comes to doing the question and answer session, I just ask, you need to ask the question in the telephone conference. So I have the phone number listed on there, and you can call into that phone number. Then I think press *6. Now, I had trouble with it last time. I was all wonky and discombobulated. Somehow, some way, I had two screens that showed a keypad. So I think I kept opening up a new one and not in the actual keypad associated with the phone call. But, maybe Mercury was retrograde, or is it still? I don't remember. No, 16th it goes straight, right? Tomorrow, I think. No, today. So
today,
anyway.
yeah. Yesterday, and direct yesterday.
Oh, it was yesterday, the 15th. Okay. So anyway, I just know.
Full moon.
Yeah, exactly. So powerful. So I just know that it seemed like things were really glitchy the last couple of times. But if you want to get in the room, then press that *6. You'll show up in the queue, and then I'll just answer as many questions as I can. Otherwise, if you're listening to this at a later date, then just shoot me an email if you're interested in working together or whatever. Okay, so let us begin.
The recording has started. All participants are muted.
All right, as we begin our journey this evening, I invite you to focus on your breathing. Take a breath in where you breathe in through your nose. You feel that breath as it moves into your lungs and into your heart. And then just let it pause there for a minute and then breathe out. As you allow every breath to go in, let that breath go deeper and deeper within you. It goes in through your nose, your lungs, your heart, and then breathe with the intention that goes into every cell within your body. As every cell becomes illuminated with light, your cells begin to talk to one another. They find the pattern of energy and frequency. So breathe in and out gently and easily, allowing your consciousness to sink down into your body and into the cells inside your body. Taking another breath with one more focused intention of breathing in light, breathing in love, breathing in energy, feeling it as it's here within you, circulating through your body. And then just breathe out. Namasika Venia Benya. Namasika Venia Benya. I greet you, beloved family. As I reach out from my heart to yours, I reach out sending you love, sending you light, sending you my intention that you feel love and light within your life. This time of year can be very busy, it can be stressful. I would therefore ask that each one of you take this moment to kind of tune in, go down inside of yourself, tune into your energies, tune into everything that may be swirling up and down within you. When you find yourself being pulled in multiple different directions, it's always good to just pull everything back, bring it together within your heart, and then clear it out. It is more important than ever that you remember to center your energies and that you remember to ground. By grounding into the earth or grounding everything that is around you, the energies around you, it allows you to come in and be focused so that whatever is happening in and around you comes into your awareness much more easily. We are coming up to the solstice. You are standing in the energies of a full moon. You are living your life, having whatever experiences you may have. I wanted to say that so that you can take this moment and acknowledge that big, huge spiritual things are going on and you're still living your life. Sometimes it could be the full moon, a solar flare. It could be any number of things will send impulses of light into the earth that may cause you to shift your energies. Sometimes you may find that you are experiencing your life, just living your life, going through your days, and all of these other things are happening in your unconscious. One of the key aspects to all of this ascension growth that you have used or you have been going through is that much of that unconscious is now clear and present within you in a fully conscious state. And when things are more within your consciousness, you then can discern What does this mean? Where am I going with it? What choices do I want to make for today? How is my perception about this situation? And in doing all of those things or asking those questions, you become centered, balanced, and focused in life. Take a moment to create that ball of energy or light within your heart center. You may create it outside of you and then send it within, but then send a piece of that downward. It goes down through your solar plexus, through your sacral center, your root center, and it goes down into the earth to anchor in the earth. That energy then flows back up through that thread of energy. It anchors and circles around in your heart. It goes up through your throat, your third eye, your head center, your crystalline energy body, and it flows upward. You very naturally find yourself in the space of your higher self. Look around. For some, you may have a sense of visualizing what's here. Others may feel, others may know, and some it's just a blank space. Whether you have great detail or none, you can still be open to receive information from within your higher self. You receive it constantly throughout your day. Send that thread of energy further up. It goes up from your higher self until it blends within your soul. As your consciousness merges with your soul, you suddenly expand out as if moving in every direction, and as if you become a part of everything, just as you look around and can see or sense even more. Every time we experience this or we practice this, you are strengthening that alignment into your divinity, which in turn strengthens you in your everyday life. I, the goddess, walk in and amongst each one of you. As our energies blend with one another, mine can enhance or amplify anything that you may become aware of or understand. You also then move into the all that is. It's as if anytime we connect with one another, that transition is automatic. Look around the all that is. You may recall how the last time that we were here, there was a sense of completion. It was as if many angels and light beings were clearing out the energy that had been utilized by all of you in the past. And now, as you stand here, it is as if you have a fresh start on anything that you may create. The all that is a space of creation. It is a space for manifesting. It is a space where you can understand more about you as your soul, and then also the universe, the levels of dimensions around the earth, and connecting with one another. If you take a moment as you step within this space, pause and open up all of your senses. What I see through the eyes of those of you here is that it is as if you are looking at something brand new. It's almost like there is a sense of snowflakes falling down. And each snowflake is just glistening with new vibrations and potentials. There is a sound that is like tinkling, mystical essence. It is as if the all that is here recognizing that we have all arrived. And the all that is celebrating that we choose to go there as we create within our life. We stand right now in the energies that are leading up to the winter / summer solstice 2024. Perhaps another way to call it is just the December solstice of 2024. There's always been the balance of the hemispheres, northern and southern. There's always been a flow of energy that moved around the planet, creating this reality that is yours. As you are preparing for this solstice, I would invite you to consider what you truly wish to create within your life. Now, before we go into that, I wanted to bring it up to you so it can be present within your consciousness. But I would ask you to cast your eyes as if you are a group in an amphitheater, and cast your eyes towards the stage. You see, walking into the space, that soul known as Yeshua. You see on one side, Mother Mary, the other side, Mary Magdalene. You see Joseph, those that you called the apostles, those that you called the wise men. The apostles are 1 or 2 steps away behind Yeshua. because we are speaking of the energies of birth and creation, and then those that came to support him at that time. We allow our energies to just connect with Yeshua. As you do so, you know that there are other people around you, but each one of you have a direct link into these energies. Yeshua gestures that Mother Mary and Mary Magdalene come and stand before him. They are speaking as a combined essence of the divine feminine. They come with a message for you at this time. We greet you, our beloved family and friends. We represent the order of one. We represent the divine feminine. We represent the mystical. We represent that which is the communication of light. We are returning at this now moment. We were very present in order for Yeshua to have the life experiences that he did. Some were different than the way they were portrayed. Some things were left out. There was a great deal of the feminine energy that was truly a part of this birth experience. You cannot move forward unless you have a balance of the feminine with the masculine. Going all the way back to Isis, there have been orders of feminine power that were present during each time period. The mystical women were revered. It was known that they created not only the balance for all of humanity, but they created a place of sacred union. For so long, it was believed that women are weak, that women are less than, that women had no part in the Bible, or indeed a very minor part in Yeshua's life. This was done on purpose. Much of what we brought with us went dormant for a very, very long time. It began the reawakening around 1987 with the harmonic concordance. And since that time, There have been continuous gradual increases in the amount of the feminine energies as they interact on the earth. We speak as one, and we speak to all. The divine feminine is something inside of everyone, not just women. The divine feminine is that part inside of you that's filled with the mysticism, that's filled with intuition, that is filled with a sacred knowledge that has lain dormant for thousands of years and is awakening. You may find that there are certain places that will activate or have ceremonies about the divine feminine. Be very conscious that there are those that have abused that energy, and they may still try to draw you in a way that is controlling and manipulative. We stand here looking out at each one of you, shining forth our energies so that you may find activated within you the energies of the divine. There have been many, many books written about us throughout the years. There have been many teachings, some of which were lost, that will be found. I ask you to open up at this time and feel the divine feminine as it flourishes within your heart and as it moves up and down through your body. We are ever present. We are growing stronger. And you will know when we are around you. There have been many other organizations that said they were part of the divine feminine, but they were created by men, and they were created as a place of manipulation. We have been in the process of clearing out many of these belief systems within the collective consciousness of your planet. Understand that there will be a great deal more information made available to you that is coming to you with the clear intention to empower you, to help you know who you are, and to help you grow these aspects and energies within you. As we speak, we are sending out coded information that goes into your energy fields, and then it goes down potentially even into your DNA. It goes into the collective consciousness of the earth, and from there, if you so choose, you can ask that it find you and anchor within your DNA. Truly, this is a blessed time upon the earth, a time of ascension, a time in which vast knowledge shall be imparted to each one of you. We, the Marys, as we are sometimes called, are ever present and available for you. Hallelujah. Greetings, it is I, Yeshua. This is the time that is recognized as my birth. It is not the exact date in which I was born. I was born at another time of the year. But partly what changed it was that I'm not even sure during which age it was, they changed the calendar. So that shifted everything that took place. There was a time in which they literally took out 2 weeks of a year. This was in the not the medieval times, the Renaissance times. They took out 2 weeks and said, okay, we are now on this date. And at that point, they shifted the calendar. The calendar is going to go back to what it was. It will then begin in what you call March. It will go back to 13 months. When you go back to really ancient times, they looked at the year by the cycles of the crops and the length or shortness of the time in which the sun went across the earth. They did not have these specific days and calendars. However, there was a much more balanced calendar, and that is what is coming back in with the balance of the energies. Perhaps not for 2 to 3 years, if not a little longer. But I'm here to speak about the energies of Christ. I came to the earth with a great deal of support. The brothers, those known as the wise men, were part of the Sananda energies. I am part of the Sananda energies. I had the Marys that were also around me, and my apostles. If you consider what the energy of your earth felt like about 20 to 30 years ago, take that multiplied times 10, and that is closer to what the energies were like when we walked the earth. You did not have the internet, you did not have the electricity, you did not have these things that somewhat amplified both the negative and the positive of what's going on around you. But we came with the express purpose of breaking up the density of the energy. And that is what we did. The Christ energy was 100% off-world energy. We came from another planet, but we were also what was considered part not only of the angelic realm, but a special energy that the Marys were a part of, that Sananda was a part of, that had been working with the energies of the earth, trying to clear that density. Take a moment and just let your consciousness flow back to the time in which I walked upon the earth. Were you a part of my entourage? Were you a part of those that persecuted me? Were you a part of the people that I met and spoke with? However, there was never a noticeable change. I spent many years in the Himalayan mountains learning about healing, learning about how to utilize our star knowledge on the earth. And then when my true time came, we were all ready. Many would say it was a very hard life, but in many ways it was not. It certainly ended in a challenging way, but it just allowed me to build my alliance with God even further. People felt the pain. Even to this day, there are many of you that can tap into that. What I would like for everyone that is present and hears this message, I would ask you to close your eyes for a moment and feel the downloads of the Christed energies. There are many upon your earth that work with these energies on a consistent basis. Many of them are you. There are some of the leaders on the earth that are very directly linked into this energy. And they are here for a very specific purpose and well aware of what they are doing. Breathe in that feeling of the Christ frequency as it moves through you. You can feel it as it's shifting your energy bodies from the smallest of cells to the most expanded of consciousness. Every year on this anniversary, there's so many that get together to celebrate my life. They celebrate my birth. They celebrate a new beginning. They celebrate a change that took place. And we are here now to celebrate yet again a change that is taking place. The Christ energy of now is within every one of you. It has always been there. Now it is activated and it is becoming stronger and stronger within each one of you. As these energies amplify, they reach out to others within the collective consciousness. And it is expanding and supporting everybody on the earth. This is not about religion. This is about spirituality. They gave everything I taught a name and gave it a religion, but I was always about the God within you, that each one of you have your own ability to be God. And by that, I mean to be the true balance of love, to have the ability to heal, to have the ability to manifest, and to have the ability to give to others as I did. Feel that Christ energy as it's moving within you. As I look around at this amphitheater, I can see light building and building from everybody's heart center. You are so, so very gifted. You are gifted with the ability to manifest this within you. You are gifted with the ability to utilize it howsoever you choose. It will always support and expand within you. If someone were to try to take this and manipulate it, it would simply go neutral. So it cannot be used for anything negative. When you seek to strengthen the Christ energy within you and then share it with others, everything expands. I am walking the earth from time to time as we speak. As I walk upon the earth, I go to many of those places where I went before. It is here. There is a cleansing of the planet that is taking place. And the Christ light can move not only from you, but into your environment, clearing out negativity and bringing with it balance and love. I have this image of you tossing out little balls of white light, perhaps snowballs. The more that you work with this energy, the stronger it is within you. Some of you may recall that many, many years ago when we tapped into this energy, it was as if you were tapping into a vibration of love. And then the focus was upon what my life experience was. We are now ascended into a place where each one of you can feel it and know it within you, can utilize it, and in doing so, you are expanding my own awareness. I have the Marys on either side of me. Feel our balanced energy as we all send that impulse into each one of you and into the collective consciousness of the planet. You cannot stop change. This is fully entrained within the consciousness and within each one of you. Open up to receive. Thank you for giving me this opportunity on Saluia. I, the goddess, am back within you. I had a feeling that Yeshua and the Marys would create something tonight that would help you to grow and anchor even more deeply within you. Sometimes when you align with or listen to someone that you have a perception of, such as Yeshua, there's the perception put forth by the Bible. There's the millions of different interpretations of that perception. There's those that align only through the spirituality. But now it is much more prevalent in the energies that are within and around you. You could each feel that balance of the feminine and masculine. You could feel it as it moved through everyone that is here. Look at your life. In your own life, how do these energies support you? How do they anchor you into your everyday reality? Feel free to walk in and amongst those of us that are here. Ask any question that you would ask. They can all hear you. They can all communicate with you. They all send their love. The goddess, take a step back, allowing each one of you an opportunity to do as much or as little as you so do in this, as you so choose in this moment. With these energies of the solstice, take a moment and look out towards the universe. The portal of the solstice is beginning to open up. You can receive these energies from Yeshua and then step into that portal if you so choose. And everything will work, strengthening and enhancing all of that knowledge within you. For some, it is as if I see you suspended in the midst of that portal with the energies moving through you, supporting you, anchoring you in all that you are doing. No matter when you tap into these energies of the December solstice, create a foundation for what you would like to see moving forward. Allow those energies to move through and within you with greater and greater ease. People step back out of the portal. It makes me chuckle a little because some it's as if their hair is standing on end. Some feel invigorated. Some feel weighed down with intensity. We just clear out anything that might feel overwhelming to you so that you once again come back into balance. There we go. Those that wanted to have the direct conversations have completed. Each one of you now have an alignment so that in your prayers or meditations, if you seek to communicate with any of these, simply ask. And they are there for you. As you come together as a group, see that column of light that is always created within you. Coming up within that column is a hologram of the earth. As you look at the earth, notice how things are changing. Notice how in some places there's more light, in other places there's less. Notice how the hologram is here to communicate with you as you are moving forward. As each one of you infuse that Christed energy and the balanced feminine into this hologram, it takes on that greater balance and that greater expansion of energy. There is some that goes out into the universe, and the remainder flows back down so that it may anchor within the planet. As it goes within and anchors within the center, it then comes back up, moving up through that column of light within you, moving up through all the waters, the grass, the trees. Every person's own experience comes up within them. And then that collective experience of working with the Christ energy and the balanced feminine continues to move up, enhancing the collective consciousness in and around the earth. You can feel it. It is creating changes immediately upon the alignment. You then bring the remainder of your energies back down. It flows from the all that is through the soul plane, coming back down through your higher self and anchoring within your heart. As you feel these energies anchoring within you, have a sense of not only connecting and balancing within all your energy bodies, but some may have a sense of pulling in their energies so that it intensifies. Others may have a sense of pushing out their energies to create more space. You are integrating the balanced feminine and the Christ energy as one. If you would like to ask a question this evening, I invite you to come back within the room.
Q&A session has started.
You may press *6 on your phone, and that will bring you into the queue, and I will answer as many questions as I can. Hello?
Hello?
Hello, go ahead.
Hi there. Hi, Goddess. Thank you for your beautiful meditation tonight.
You're welcome.
I was wondering what it is that I'm here to do to be of service to Source right now. I can't help but feel like I'm somehow off course or not doing enough for myself or the collective.
So we have two answers to this question for you. Number one is you have been filtering energies and taking on energies for a very, very, very long time. And you had come to a realization that you looked at life differently, you looked at the world differently, you had integrated some of these higher vibrational frequencies much earlier than other people. So you said, okay, I can filter, I can weed things out, I can help other people. So that was what you decided maybe 10 or 15 years ago. In doing so, you then started taking things on, taking things on, taking things on. And when you recognized what you were doing, you started clearing out your energies. But when you asked that question, the first thing that we saw was that you've been filtering energies for yourself and many, many other people, but in doing so, still holding on to some of them. And so it's gotten to a place where it's somewhat accumulated within you and it's keeping you from really being present. Does that resonate with you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So all of these things that you've been filtering, be it conscious or unconscious, any time, space, reality, we want to just bring them up, bring them up, bring them up, bring them up. There we go. And so the next thing that we feel for the next phase of everything that's going to be going on, it feels as if you're going to be an anchor. So before you were the one that knew what was happening, you were filtering energies, you were helping people in that way. Now it feels like you're really anchoring the light vibrational energies, not only into you, but into your community or into anyone that you speak with. So it feels as if people will come to you asking questions. It feels as if you have a way of communicating with people that is completely non-judgmental. Just, oh, you have a question? Here's an answer. And not saying where'd that come from? Why are you asking that? It's about time you woke up. Sometimes you may think that, but overall, it feels like you're going to be there as a guide for people or as a sounding board where they want to I've heard this, what does it mean? I've heard this, is that truth? I've heard this. And then you just kind of talk with them, and in doing so help them to learn how to discern. So you've always been a teacher, you've always been an anchor, and it's just going to go to a new level of consciousness and awareness that's much more open and verbal.
Wonderful. Yeah, I've always felt like I get these really big insights for people
Exactly.
and clarity, and I can just see their whole picture right in front of me.
Yep.
Doesn't always mean that they follow what I say, but I do get a lot of clarity for people.
So
I just don't know that I get it for myself.
right. Well, we have a sense to remind you that it's not up to you to decide or discern how much they get or don't get. Your job is to just say, hey, guess what? And then just describe whatever it is you saw and then just clear it out. That's where you've been taking on other people's perceptions or lack of perceptions. So now you just share what you see, clear your energy out, and you move on.
Okay, that's really great. I really thank you for that information.
You're welcome. Take care.
Okay. Wonderful night. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Good evening, Goddess.
Hello.
I thought that was just amazing. I just knew it was going to be a big opening tonight. Thank you so very much for bringing all of this to us.
You're welcome.
I just, I really needed it. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I just wonder what you might be picking up that would be good for me to tune into and be aware of at this time to help me along my path.
Yeah, we feel as if you've been carrying around a burden for a very long time and you let it go, picked it back up, let it go, picked it back up. And our message to you is that with this vortex of the solstice, completely and utterly let go of everything. And as if you walk through a stream of energy like it's a shower or a waterfall, as if you walk through that and you say, okay, I am cleansed, I am beginning anew, and I am now going to do only those things which really resonate with me. Let go bitterness, let go frustration, let go anger, let go everything that's affected you physically, let go physical symptoms. Just let everything go. Um, because this is going to be a new beginning for you. And we see you talking to people and educating people, and we see you educating and talking to people in many different forms. Some of it in formal classrooms, it feels like. Some of it in websites or social media, talking to people there. So you have a lot to share with people. And when you can look back at your experiences and what happened to you and how it's literally changed your whole life, but then you chose to step out of that vortex and step into a new beginning. And that is where you are. And that is what we feel is your message for going into 2025. 2025 is, well, 2024 ended up being a very hard year for so many people. And 2025 will be an improvement because of the energies that are being anchored with the solstice. So use it as an opportunity to really cleanse the past, cleanse your history, let go of what you've been holding on to, and step 100% into just whatever the universe may bring your way. We see around you that these are opportunities that have been sitting there waiting for you to get ready, waiting for you to be ready to move into a new direction. And so as soon as you feel like it, it's there and ready to go.
That sounds good. That sounds good. Do you see the movement coming sooner, or
It
that I'll
feels
be
like
able to
there's
just step
nothing.
into that new beginning?
Yeah, it feels like there's nothing for about 2 or 3 weeks. It feels like this is a time of nurturing yourself and becoming very clear that, and we see you even doing like a ceremony, like a fire ceremony or something like that, that is truly cleansing and releasing the past and all those burdens that you've been carrying around. And you can do it like you have a fire there, and then you literally have written on a piece of paper, or you write it down, throw it in the fire. Write it down, throw it in the fire. Write it down, tear out the page, throw it in the fire. And so, howsoever you want to do it, but we feel as if it needs to be a physical ceremony because that just makes it all the more real to you.
That sounds good. I'm going down to a mountain lake tomorrow. I'm in the high desert of Utah at the moment.
Oh, that would be
There's
beautiful.
mountains, big mountains,
Yep. Yep.
and I'm going to a lake.
That sounds
Okay.
like it's the perfect place for your ceremony.
Sand Hollows Recreation Area, Sand Hollow State Park. Thank you so very much, and thank you for these energies tonight. Wow, what a gift. Thank you, thank you. We love you.
You're very, very welcome. I love you dearly. Hello?
Hi, Goddess. Can you hear me?
I can.
Hi. I've been going through a difficult time the past 2 weeks. Seems like a lot of things are going wrong, and last night I slipped, fell, and injured myself pretty bad. I didn't break any bones. That's what I found out today. But I'm pretty bruised and in pain, and I guess I'm wondering if you can send some healing energy and if there's any insight. I was present for the call tonight, but I kind of wasn't. I, I went to another space while the call was on.
Yeah.
I don't even remember what was said.
You went to another place of healing, and this happens to many people when they listen to this, and it's not about hearing the physical words, it's about being present in the energy. So you absolutely received a healing, and it did have an impact upon you, and it is available to you. And then of course, if you listen to this again, then you will probably hear things that you didn't get tonight. But it doesn't matter because you were here, you were in the energies, and it still had an impact on you. So the first thing that came through my consciousness as you talked about what was going on was, how many more ways do we have to tell you to stop doing what you're doing? So it felt as if the things that have happened to you are telling you enough. It's enough. It's time to make a change. It's time to look in a new direction. It's time to do things differently. Now, if that means, well, wait a second, we're talking about my career here, then maybe it's working with different people. It's still doing the same career, but working with different people. We just feel as if,
Yeah, but,
pardon?
oh, yeah, this happened at work, and the other thing happened at work with a specific individual. There kind of was a situation, and so I don't know if that's tied in.
Yeah, this is telling you that it's time to cut ties with that person now. If you're both there at work, no, neither one of you is going to leave, then this means just really do some deep energetic cutting of ties, and just find a space so that whatever they say or do is, it just is, you're like Teflon, it just slides right off of you. It has no impact upon you. But the way things are now, it feels like we know how sensitive you are. And it's like that's been battened down just again and again and again. And so it feels as if all of this was to say, um, take stock of your life, make changes, disconnect from those. Maybe this was a friend. Maybe this was someone that you were trying to work with. Maybe you were putting yourself out there more and more and more to try to be nice, to try to be accommodating, to try to be helpful. And what this is saying is, don't do that. Because when someone gives and gives and gives, and the other party, be it at work, be it personal, be it family, if one person is giving, 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 and the other is not, then it is a very imbalanced energy. And it just is always going to get to a point where the individual giving and giving becomes very drained, becomes sick, has problems, or i.e. falling down, or other things that'll say, stop, stop, stop doing this. Figure out a different way to do this.
Okay, this person is my boss and employer, but I am an independent contractor. And while I do like what I'm doing, this person has made it very unpleasant, and maybe it's time to just find a different company to work for.
That's the first thing that comes to us, is find a different company. The second thing that comes to us is, it feels like this individual has problems with a lot of other people. And so it may just be that they're setting up their own downfall. And so you can just continuously energetically disconnect. They talk to you, they say something, it goes right over your head. You do what you need to do, but you don't engage. You don't feel like those sharp arrows are going into you, and you can do your job more effectively.
Okay, so I'm a little confused, but I don't want to take up too much time. But do you think it was kind of like psychic attack energy that caused the situation, or that I was just trying to do too much and I was already contracted to do this event, even though something really bad happened at the previous one, but I didn't want to let everybody down?
This is you saying you didn't listen to the messages given to you the first time around. And so it's happened again and even further. This is about you not listening to your intuition. This is about you. Um, and we're not saying that everyone like even like in this case, you said that you didn't want to let people down. So okay. So then a better way of approaching this situation is, first time around, we had problems. I understand those problems. I'm going to go into this with a new energy. I'm going to have my shields up. I'm going to work the best that I can, but I am not going to take on anyone else's energy, nor am I going to let anyone else try to take me down. So you
Okay.
can work with people that it's hard to be around, but you just have to be very strong and balanced and anchored within yourself.
Okay. So probably I wasn't grounded enough. So literally I slipped and hit the ground.
Correct. Correct. And you were getting insights from your intuition about multiple different things. We don't see everything that they were, but we just see there's an impulse, there's another one, and you were just ignoring them. So they said, hey, we'll get your attention. And that's what happened. So listen to your intuition, take whatever action you may need to take, do the work you need to do, get along with people, support your team, whatever it is. But understand that you are not there to be open and, let people take advantage of you or the other things that have happened.
Okay. Is there any way to speed up the healing, or was I protected on many levels, and it could have been worse? I know it could have been worse.
Well,
I'm
yes.
really sore right now.
Yeah, it could have been worse. And the whole time that we've been talking, we're sending you energy. We'll continue to send it. And in the meditation tonight was about balance and about being balanced within yourself, the feminine, the masculine, and the Christed energy. So when you listen, so that was already there in your energy fields. And when you listen to this again, it will activate it even more. And that all of that is what will help to heal you.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome, beloved.
Q&A session is over. All participants are muted.
As you move through this holiday season, I invite you to enjoy whatever events come your way, whatever experiences you may have. I invite you to remember to call on that balance of the Marys, to call on that balance of the masculine and feminine, and let all of these energies help you to be balanced within, to shine forth that love and light, so that as you live your life, this is what you are reflecting out to the world. When this is what you reflect to the world, this is what you manifest back within you. Beloved, know that I am ever within you. Aunt Saluia.